there comes parents. What is your biggest issue with parents?
I'm going to say support. I'm going to say just to be communicating. We have lack of parent support with our kids. They just send them. We see them maybe once on any day. We have some regulars that come on a regular, but for us to have a group of 50, we need to have an army of 50 parents.
Right.
It should not just be 3 parents here all the time. Just reading. They don't read, I guess, because they're paying attention to so many other things that are going on. And this is understandable, but it's like, you know, you have to put into what your child is happy and content with.
Right, because that's what they're going to be doing.
So if I type a letter up with a calendar in 2 months in advance, you shouldn't be calling my phone at 8 o'clock in the morning asking me where y'all going, what time we coming back. Because the drill team I was on, we didn't even get a calendar. We just showed up and put a uniform on and got on the van. And we came back whenever the van came back.
I mean, that's how it was. Old school. Old school. I wish y'all could see her right now, but she not.
Yes, very
She got it. That's why we laughing. Now y'all get it. Now y'all get it. Okay. Besides the parents, what are some of the key things that you run your drill team off of?
I reward my kids a lot. And I know my staff, they sit there, don't get them nothing. I give my kids a lot because I feel as though it's not like a bribe, but you have to show them that you appreciate them. Like I just started this thing where I have birthday certificates, and I'm trying to get them $5 to McDonald's. Well, my kids told me, well, Miss Shanae, my birthday was in January, so you need to run that back. You're not going to start from August. So that kids don't miss nothing. And they keep coming back. When they see, oh, you giving them pretzels and you taking them places and you doing stuff for them and they have pizza parties and stuff like that. And then you have to look at some of them, they don't even be eating and all that. They eat junk and all that. So they look forward to what you give them. So.
Can I ask that question?
Go ahead.
We really pride ourselves on not being a drill team, but a family. That's how we run our drill team. From grandma on down, we was always taught that the person next to you, that's not just the person you drilling with, but that's your sister, that's your brother, and we look out for one another like that. You down, we got you. You need something to eat, we feed you. You know, our kids, that's the same way. They down and out. We make sure that it's not just about coming here, us taking your money, you drilling, but no, we really a family, and that's one thing that we really established. Anybody who ever been on the Foot Stompers drill team know that we more than a drill team. We a family, and that's just the core of what we based off, and that came taught from Helen Brown and Jordan Mengo.
Okay. What are some of your biggest issues with the children?
It's wrong.
Let me tell you.
I'm trying to phrase this in a way where it's not so derogatory with our kids. Our kids are coming from some real struggling backgrounds. So it's not like you're just dealing with us the way we was. We just came and showed up. You're taking an extra role as like a parent. Listen, I need you to bathe thoroughly. I need you to wash. I need you to have. I mean, I don't know about everybody else's routine, but I'm there to buying socks. And they'll tell you that. I'm there to buying socks. We buying deodorant. We buying bras. If you want to tell it, then tell it. It's a different story. So I definitely feel as though our kids are coming from a harder background. And it's not funny because we actually had a chance to be kids on some dead serious stuff. We didn't have all the responsibilities of tagging along 2 siblings with you to sit and practice. No, your mom took care of that. Or telling me, you know, your mom's selling food stamps to get your dues money and all. We didn't go through all that. We had the chance to be kids. Our kids are robbed of that now. They don't have that. They gotta make sure this sibling and these 3 siblings ate. They gotta make sure they wash them up because mom or dad is not around. So that's one of the biggest problems that we have, that the kids are put on a lot more burdens than what they should be doing. They're not able to enjoy it this much because they have so many other responsibilities. I mean, you see it when you see kids tagging along little ones after 8 o'clock at night. We was in the house when the street lights went on. Now you can see them all in the Chinese store at 10.
In the Chinese.
Can't even reach the camera.
Go ahead, you can answer.
Okay. I would say that I would piggyback off what Shanae said, but I would just call it discipline. A lot of our kids, they come from situations where they are the adult. Like she said, and they come from, they 12 and 13 and they the adult in their situation. So then they come here and they look at me like, I'm grown on the outside. You want me to listen to you?
Yeah.
And tell you what you know, they roll their eyes, suck their teeth and all that other stuff. Right. And then you try to pray to the Lord Jesus understand that your ladies holy hands on them, okay? But that's one of the big issues that we have is they and it's not their fault. Right. Like Shanae said, we can't blame the kids because you gotta blame the parents for not being an adult, and we living in rough times. It's hard out here for people. It's hard out here for everybody. But our kids is just they get caught in the middle, and that's one of the issues that we face is discipline, but them coming from situations where they grown.
Our kids outside.
Yeah, that's still them outside. We just sent them
our kids don't go home. They don't go home. If they can get in my car and go, they go. You should see 10 of them piled in the car just to ride around the corner. Just to say they're in the car.
When does it become too much?
When I'm driving in my car and I'm crying, going to work, and I'm hurt. And I told you, if you have never gotten in your car and drove in silence, and you crying because you that upset, you don't know what it is to be a dog. You have no idea what that feels like. You might get here and be smiling, and when you go to work and you still got to think about how we gonna get here and how we gonna get here and this and that, it becomes too much. And when I'm sitting there with a shut-off notice for my gas bill, but foot stompers is clean, crisp, and ready to go, that's a problem.
Right.
That's a problem. So that came with what I was telling you earlier, better management. Right. More responsible. We did take a loss where it was some money that was lost. At the end of the day, when you're a director, that's part of your job. You got to put that back. You can't just say, oh, well, we'll do it again. No. The bus still need to be paid for. This stuff need to be paid for. You can't just sit there and say that. So I think a lot of people think they know, but they have no idea what their tech or the last minute run when they need this or they need that, or Shanae, you didn't get this, you didn't get that, Shanae, you didn't get this, you didn't get that. You just like but other than that, it's getting better because I can honestly say for the first time in a long time, we was prepared for that. We was prepared for that.
And you never really prepare for competition.
No.
Nobody as hard as you say you will.
When I say we was prepared. Our step was complete a month before Nationals. Do you know how good that made us feel? Yeah. We used to be up 2 o'clock in the morning banging on the tables and chairs still finishing up the last touch. Finishing up, our kids can't even eat because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? We still trying to get the last eat. I gotta do this or do that or do this. No, we really was prepared. This annual day, again, we really are prepared. They said it's done. We just tweaking it and adding a little beat or a drop here and there, but we ain't up to the night before annual day. I'm looking at the pictures I'm gonna post from last annual day where our drummers was out. They didn't even go over the kids' step because they was putting drums together at 9 o'clock at night. You know the curfew law, the sound law, you can't be playing after a certain time. But y'all was worried about getting your drums right, y'all didn't go over the kids' step. So each year and each time, I can honestly see the growth in the team. I can see it in the kids and the staff. You know what I mean? We're getting better and better with time. And this only been 2 years since all of us took this over.
Who's your support system?
Us.
Yeah, make sure you your camera on this one. Move over back.
No, see.
She running me on camera and she opening it up.
These two right here, can you slide over Mother? Come on. Mother Leah. Sister Ann.
Sister Ann.
We fresh from breakfast. Come on. We fresh from breakfast. This is what I'm saying. This is what we do. These are the muscle behind Foot Stompers Drill Team. Without these two, it cannot go on. It won't go on. At the end of the day, they are the ones who hit, we make the runs. This one running with me, this one calling me with this creative idea. I'm sitting there, drill sergeant, lieutenant dancing here, hollering at about the beat. We don't play the drums. We just looking like we be trying to tell her, hold on. Like you trying to change this neck, we still want. Like our wrist, you know, and you just like we just all right, we can get it, we can get it, you know. But it's the family support. It's the love, and we keep each other warm, and it's beyond it. Like anybody, I tell anybody, if you know them for over 10 to 15 years, that's not a friend, that's a sister. I don't even look at them as friends anymore. Okay, these are siblings. Like these are siblings from another. We done fought together, both of us. They sisters. I mean, in our drill team uniform, we know what it's like to go on the floor, to win. We know what it's like to go on the floor and lose. And we all got this national championship underneath our belt. We did that. Right. For this year, to walk out on that floor with them kids and no drummers, that's the hardest thing you could ever do. Because everything is about the sound and the quality of music. But for you to walk out there with your kids and tell your kids, we got this, we gonna do this, it's all another level.
Okay, do you believe that drill team has an age limit? Meaning someone like myself who still drills, and you know I'm talking to someone and I say, oh, I'm on a drill team. Aren't you too old to be on a drill team? That's what I mean by does drill team have an age limit?
Hold on real quick, I'm just tagging it, but she's gonna take the mic. I'm gonna say this drill team was a safe haven for us. It was extracurricular. It was something we did when we stepped outside of our comfort zone, from when we ran from our problems at home, when things wasn't going right. This is what we did. Only thing I have a problem with is adults when we make the main focus on the adults. When we forget the purpose that it's kids that's still here. When I'm seeing comments saying, oh, this was corny, or this was dry, and I'm like, well, damn, those was kids out there. Oh, I'm just waiting for the open squad to come. That's when I become, that's when the negative comes from me, a problem. When people make the main focus. Like the junior drum category. We had up to about 6 groups. It was 2 junior drum squads. Because no one has time to teach the little ones because they're so focused on getting their 8 count together as grown men on drums.
Or they don't have the patience.
Or they don't have the patience. Just like now, I seen all the pictures for the upcoming 2015 year season. Oh, everybody got junior drum squad. Have you seen a picture recently? No. Oh, it's all good now. But when the floor is now off limits, you will see what's not the junior drummers out there. I can't say it to everybody else. Because everybody else's main focus, we don't have an older squad, so we don't know how that is to have to put all our time into our open squad. You know, so I don't know how that is, but I can say the only thing is that when you take the focus off the kids and when you try to outshine them, that's when I have a problem. But no, drill team hurts.
You ready?
Oh yeah. I mean, I would say like I'm two-sided on that. Like I feel as though like it's still in me, but I'm just to the point where now I'm not getting out there on the floor. You know, I don't knock nobody who do it, but at the same time, like Sharnese said, it's about the kids. Right. Like if you got a drill team and everybody on there grown, I think you need to evaluate a little bit. Because at the end of the day, you had your safe haven, you grew up in it, but now it's time to go back and reach somebody and get somebody else. That's why I think that the part is missing. I think that when you get on social networks and everybody on there beefing, arguing this and the third, there ain't no kids up there. That's grown men and women. Like, and when do they come to the point where they be mature enough to still drill but still be grown at the same time? You know, they drill, but then they got a childish mentality. Like, you can't perform as an adult but still think like a child. No, you gotta be adult all the way around the board. And I still think like they should always go back and snatch up some little kid, because there's some little kid out there. You never know what type of impression you make on a child. You never know with the smallest thing. Most of these kids today just really want somebody to be there, want somebody to listen to them, want somebody to talk to them, want to give them a little attention. You understand what I'm saying? You can't do that if the focus is all on you. You gotta take yourself out the equation and go back and reach and get somebody else.
I understand. I think it was good. You still quiet over there? When it's all said and done, what do you want people to remember about me?
About what?
About you.
About May or for something?
May.
That she cared.
Does she care?
That I cared.
Okay. When it's all said and done, what do you want people to remember about you?
That I cared, that it was never about me. That's my biggest thing. It's never about me, it's always about everybody else, and that I was everybody's biggest support. And if you had an idea, I'm gonna give you one eye, all right, we gonna do it, but I think we gonna have to curve this part, like, okay.
Oh, you what I want everybody to remember me?
You're mean.
No, I'm not mean. I want everybody to remember that. I don't know. I mean, most of all, I want people to see, and I know at certain times in my life, you know, when I'm playing or when I'm out with my friends or this and the third, that nobody really gets to see the real me, the inside of me, which is, you know, that, you know, I'm on fire for God, that I love God the most with all my heart, and I want people to know that she really feel, you know, she really had a relationship with God, even though not even that, to show people that it's okay to be yourself and still love God too. That's it. Thank you, Jesus. That it's okay to be you but still love God too. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I still hang out with my friends, I still, you know, do different stuff with them, but I know my limit. You understand what I'm saying? No, I don't drink, no, I don't smoke, I don't do none of that. But at the same time, I'm still funny. Like, everybody know me in drill team world, they know I'm funny, this, that, and the third, but at the same time, they know Shorty go to church about 4 days of the week.
Yeah, she
and I'm a prayer away. You know, I instantly pray with somebody and this, that, and the third. That's why I want people to remember me.
She in church every Sunday like Frank Lucas.
So what is something that you thrive for in drill team?
Eat.
Yeah, you hit it on the
Yes, I do.
The beat.
I got something to say right there. Look at that. I'm speaking right now. The beat is something you can't resist the beat. And I put that underneath the caption of us and Magic marching together. I don't care how old you are. I don't care where you at, what color you got. When you hear a beat, you can hear a beat 10 blocks away. Somebody got their drums out. Who is it? Who is it? Follow the beat. Then you will follow the beat because you need to know where it's at, who playing, and you still can feel the beat. And so you hear a certain beat, you can't take it. You can't take it. You can't do nothing but the rhythm. That go all the way back to Africa, where we from.
I remember sitting on my steps, because I live in West Philly. Command performance practice at Sarah on 58th Street. I lived on 61st Street. When I first started doing drill team, it was so exciting to me. And I would sit out on my steps, boom, 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 from miles away though. And who is that? Like you said, follow the beat. What we do, we walk until we sing them drums. And we found that beat, but that's all because we involved in this and we can do that. Other people be like, what is that? Is that car on off or something? Like they don't understand it like we do.
Yeah, I would say the same thing, the beat. You get the right beat, man, that's just like a great rapper or a musician. You know, once they find they Mozart, like that's like our Mozart. The beat is our Mozart. Like once you hear the beat and it's just a crazy beat, you can't help yourself. It's irresistible.
Yeah. Role models. Who did you look up to when you were growing up? And is there anyone in drill team that you still look up to now?
Grandma.
Okay.
Grandma. Howard Brown. The family. 20 years strong. We look up to Grandma. Grandma took care of us. I remember I used to go to Grandma's house on Sundays and eat dinner with Grandma. Grandma would cook. My mom, if we couldn't eat it up, we didn't eat. It was for us. So that's just box food, Elio's pizza, but my mom did the best she could with us food. But Grandma, that's collard green, that's pork chops, and I would go right there in the street and eat. And I still go in Grandma's house. Grandma too, they agree. Yeah, she's like, you want to eat. You know what I mean? So I really look up to Grandma. I remember Grandma used to feed us. We used to go to the pizza store on Gerard Avenue. She would go on her little wallet. She still got it right there. You see her sitting there with her wallet in her bra. And she would feed us and take us and keep us clean. I remember when we wore the pearls and the earrings, and it's just a tradition. So as you see, when my kids line up, they always have their pearls, because that's something from back in the day. Now, being nice, because we had to wear the necklaces too, but I'm just being nice with the pearls. But it keeps them as little girls.
What is something that the directors of today's time lacks?
Let me speak because I'm a director. Shut up, because you over there know. Lack support. Everybody's so scared that if I tell you something, you're going to beat me. I don't care. If I'm going to tell you something and your kids win, only God knows who was going to win on the 14th. Everybody's so scared to show that in the hand, you know what I mean? Like, I got a call today about XK. People so ready to see them flop, but I said no. I'm going to step in. I love XK. I'm going to help them with their day. I want them to do their day. And they have no rules, but guess what? My kids will get in front of them because they all So I called him and he said, "Nate, thank you. We need help." You know what I mean? It's so much easier. It's so harder to go like this versus to go like this. Like, nobody wants to go like this. I understand, baby. I understand. It's easy to just tear us all down. Lack of originality. It's like everyone thinks, you know, that the only way you're going to win is to look like everybody else. But we won and we don't look like nobody else. We still stood out and we still executed what they were supposed to do. They still look original. They still look like foot stompers. Everything that they did was all them. It wasn't nobody else. So that's all I can say as directors lacking the support. I remember parades where foot stompers didn't have no drummers. Brown just started. That's the first uniform. That's the t-shirt with the iron on name. My name said Nate, N-A-E on here. And my skirt was past my knees. The old lady, Miss Berry, made our skirts. And we had the white skippies on. We had no drummers. But we would show up at parades. And we would get behind somebody that sounded nice, get in step, get in step. I had so many people tell me they would have never sent their kids out there in that competition for with no drummers. Nate, we just set the season out. 4 different people told me that. Nate, we just set the season out. No, we're not sitting the season out. We're going out there like that. Well, each time we got better and better and better. But so many people, the directors now, are scared to lose. Scared to say that things go wrong. Well, our team over here, we're going to show you we're not perfect. We're going to show you that, yeah, some things going wrong, but we're getting it right. So.
Oh, I would say the directors of today are lacking unity. That was something that was really big back in the day. I came from, before I came to Foot Stompers, I was on Sticks with Stompers in South Philly, where I originally lived at. But it was always love. Like, it was always the love you had for another team. Like, it was, even though we was on different teams, we all still loved one another. We all still bonded. And I still friends with a couple of people that I know from back before I was even on Foot Stompers, when I was over there. It just said, like, sometimes, like, now you see people don't even come to people annual days. Right. That was something that was like big back in the drill team world. You know, competitions was big. To me, they made the competitions more bigger than what you do out here in the community. And what you do out here in the community is supposed to be more important, but the competitions at the same time supposed to be just, you know, you compete, you leave it there, you come out. The most important thing is to reach the kids that's out here in the community. And they ain't doing that. A lot of drill teams don't do summertime. A lot of drill teams take a break. Like, it's a couple drill teams, like, you know, people annual days, everybody and their mom's supposed to be out there. I remember when annual days wasn't over to nighttime. Because everybody and their mom came out to support everybody. Like, people come to your annual day as a drill team without their uniform on, all standing there on the side. What was the purpose of you coming if you wasn't gonna bring your drill team?
With cameras.
Yeah, like, come on. Like, that right there to me shows a sign, like, that's not no unity. Drummers nowadays is telling people, oh, you gotta pay me $50 to play behind you. Like, what type of stuff is that? Like, it used to be a point in time where you could say, yo, my kids ain't got no drummers, can we get a beat right quick? And then drummers would say, sure, no problem. Now drummers want to get paid. That all falls back into adults with childish mentalities. Because at the end of the day, if you an adult and you see these kids struggling, you supposed to say, y'all, come on, get your drummers on. We got it. We gonna play for them. Even if it don't even sound right, we still gonna pick up where we land. And that's what's wrong with us as a whole. Society, everybody. We too busy trying to pull each other down than to help lift each other up. Like, if we knew how much power we had in drill team world, we would be a national organization. Nobody's never gonna take drill team serious like they take cheerleading. How these cheerleaders on national television unity. You know, it's more, you could go to somebody with 1,000 people and say, this is what we need, this is how we're going to do it. Then versus going to somebody with 3 people, they ain't going to take you serious. But if you got an army behind you and you got the support behind you, then what can they tell us for real? We can go as far as sky's the limit for drill team. But it's not going to be that way until we all can come together on one accord. Because you know why? Because the Lord said, if my people who will call by my name will humble themselves, pray, seek my face, then I will heal the land, forgive their sin, and hear from heaven. That means that we all got to be on one accord.
Please
like we all.
Scripture that was from, so they can go look it up.
Hold on now. I forgot. Put on the spot. I know that scripture. Now search the Bible now.
Yeah, search the Bible.
Maybe over there in Galatians, I think. Don't quote me on that. But at the same time, it means that we just got all come on one accord. Like everything in society is set up for division. Nothing is set up so we can all be on one accord. Because if we as a race, as black people as a race, if we get on one accord together, man, you see we made it to the White House. Imagine what we could do, man. I just think that drill teams really need to come together on one accord. Put the dumb stuff to the side. Competition season over. Leave that right there. Don't teach your team, oh, don't speak to this team. Don't say nothing to them. This, that, and the third. I got the rats right now. So what? Don't speak to this team. Don't say nothing to that team.
Like how old are we?
No. Teach your kids like some kids be scared to speak. Like it should all be love. What's up? How you doing? This, that, and the third. Y'all did good. Nobody don't even want to tell the next person they did good. People don't even want to clap for you. Like come on. Like we all out here working hard. We all supposed to be doing something positive with our youth. So take yourself out the situation and bring the unity back. And sky's the limit for drill team. Right, Frankie?
How do you guys feel? We want to get into our last question. How do you guys feel about the AMA?
I think the AMA is just a stepping stone platform. I think it does a good job. I think it does not get the credit sometimes that it deserves. I believe that it's too many adults, and when adults don't get their way, they'll bash it. Just like with anything else. You can't please everybody. They complained. I remember when we went to Ohio last year. They gave the kids gift bags. People was throwing the bags when that's all we got was a gift bag to wear. My kids was looking forward to getting that bag on the 14th. We got nothing. We didn't get a bag. We didn't get a banner. We didn't get anything but a trophy. Sometimes we have to be careful for the things that we ask for. Sometimes we have to be careful because it might set us back. Nobody owes, when the drill team world realizes that nobody owes you anything. The best advice anybody ever gave me was a lady named Miss Renee that worked here. She said, nobody owes you or supposed to do anything for you. When people put that mentality in their mind, we're going to shoot through the roof. But everyone feels like somebody owes them something. You're supposed to do this for me. You're supposed to give me this. Or you're supposed to give me that. No, that's not how it works. You know, so the AMA is just a stepping stone. I believe the AMA should be a lot more further than where they're at. I think drill team honors and direct design should have been done a long time ago. Long time ago. Yeah. Not by me, no. Long time ago. But at the end of the day, people complain. He did it 2 years ago, some went. He went all out this year or whatever, spent a lot of money, nobody showed up. It's like if you can't beat them, then what's the point? You're not going to be able to please everybody. But I do think the AMA needs to have some younger people on board to understand what the younger folks need and what their demands and what things can be adapted. I stood up and said I think they should feed the kids. Nobody backed me.
I agree with you on that.
Nobody backed me. It was a room full of people. But then when I get to a competition, I got directors walking up to me. I ain't charging $4 for that. Hey, right, this is just a rip-off. And I'm sitting there like, this is the same thing sitting across from me when I stood up and said, feed the kids. Then some people was like, oh, we got better things to worry about. But you have to go small. You have to crawl before you walk. Everybody just thinks you're going to take off and fly. It don't work like that. If we all stood together and stood up in that room and said, we're not coming to the next meeting, the next competition, or any of that until y'all feed our kids. We're not asking the AMA to put the money up. We say each group responsible for bringing 40 hot dogs. Boil the hot dogs. Put them in the thing. Get the kids a hot dog and a juice. 40 hot dogs and a Capri Sun. That ain't even them doing it. That's all us. No. Was what I was told. No. But when people get mad about the judges, you have to, like Vanessa said, one hand wash the other. You didn't beg me, so now I'm sitting there and then you want me to switch judges. I'm cool with the judges. But see, that's how the circle of life goes. You know what I mean? You can't bark up a storm and do all this and this and that when you want something done for you or when it's going to benefit your team. It don't work like that. So if we all start small, if everybody stood up and said, this is what we're going to do, fine. The next problem that came up with fines or judges changes or any of that, everybody would have been on board with that, with no problem. Oh, you know what, we need to change them now. Or how is it that you was able to change judges in the middle of a season and then switch it back? That was not fair to a lot of people. You know? But we complain so much and we don't give enough. We always want so much but don't want to give enough. They complained about the judges. They asked for me, 2 or 3 people went out. I got the memo late and I was going to work. I didn't go, sorry. But, you know what I mean? We got to do better with the communication-wise. We got to do better with, you know, how things are run. Should the AMA be further than where they're at? Yes. I feel as though they've been around long enough. We should be able to have a letterhead stating, listen, this child is in this group and we're a part of this organization. They're going on a prime. It's something small to a giant, but here's $50. Here's $25. Here's $25 towards that college application that your mother won't have to pay because you're a part of this organization. Yes, they should be further than where they're at. Yes, they should.
I agree. I agree that the AMA should be further where they at. I mean, I think that, again, they go back to pleasing adults. Right. If the kids was first, then we would be a national organization on the same level as cheerleading and everybody else. It's no different from what cheerleaders do from what drill team do. But they make it to ESPN every year. Their competition's live and in color. You understand? They get a full scholarship to go do this thing. You understand what I'm saying? I think if it was more based, more focused on not trying to please these adults and worry about our kids, then it would be an organization that's further along. I think they try to please too many people. I think that this is our organization, like the point with the switching of the judges. This is your organization. You understand what I'm saying? If I run an organization, I'm saying this is the dates. We need judges. If you can't come, thank you, on to the next one. Sign up like this and the third. I think that one of the things that the AMA lacks is that when they put a rule in place, they don't stick to it. You don't care. I don't care. It's just like when you try to achieve a goal, you got to achieve that goal by faith. You got to believe that that goal is going to be achieved no matter what. Even if, so what, 2 people came the first time. You still got to say, I got eyes for 100. I got eyes for 1,000. You understand what I'm saying? I got faith that it's going to work itself out. They should be giving out them book bags and them banners no matter what, despite what the people say. Because at the end of the day, those kids look forward to that. You understand what I'm saying? Even though the trophy is nice, but the trophy can only sit in one place. It's 50 kids on there that won a championship, and to go home and show their mom, yeah, mom, we won a championship, and this is the organization we won with. You understand? That's a compliment to a kid. But no, to please the adults, they took it out. No, this is what we do. This is our organization. This is how it's ran. Either you get on board or get off. That's just the bottom line. It's like you go to a job and you telling the job what you gonna do and what you ain't gonna do. No, when you go to a job, they tell you these are the job requirements. You have to meet these requirements. If you don't, then you don't get the job. That's the same way an organization should be run. This is our organization. This is what comes underneath our umbrella. These are the kinks that we got. These are the qualities we got. These are the, you know, the, what's that called? When they give you the incentives, we got, you understand what I'm saying? This is what's underneath our umbrella. If you want to get on board, then get on board. If you don't, then see you later bye. Because guess what? Another drill team will be formed.
The problem is, and I tell people all the time, girlfriends, friends, family, whatever, when you move and when you act off of emotions or weakness, they let these social media pages dictate to them how they want to run their organization. As soon as somebody say, oh, y'all should have did this or that's this and that, it's out. No, like she said, we're giving the banner, we're giving the bags. You don't like it, leave it.
Simple. Simple.
It's just that simple. Stick to the protocol. Stick to what your guidelines is. You say you want to do this is what we're going to do. They made a big fuss about how they want to have somebody come and take pictures of all the kids at every practice is in the wrong place. You can't do that.
Yeah, right, I understand.
So the only thing they need to work on is the consistency. Stick to what you're doing. Keep it.